Hey everyone, today we're going to do something a little different. Today we're going to do 5 scrap wood projects you could do for Christmas trees in under 15 minutes. So let's get started. Before we get started, if you've seen my channel before, you know I do our DIY stuff. So there's lots of channels that do DIY stuff as well, and I watch a lot of them. But then as soon as you start watching the video, they got $100,000 worth of tools that there's no way you can do that job. I try to just do it for a hobby. So I try to do most of my projects that you can use a miter saw or chop saw, I usually call it in the videos, table saw, jigsaw, screwdriver, right? I do use the brad nailer a lot, but you could just use finishing nails with a hammer if you wanted instead. I try to do it so just somebody that just might be wanting to do something for fun can do it without actually having to go and spend money on tools. So hopefully you enjoy that, and hopefully it inspires you to be able to do some of this, because that's the reason I do it, is just because I want to see how it turns out when I do it, and I use different tools than the other person that does it, or I get an inspiration to do something that I haven't seen on a video. But let's go to my 5 Christmas trees you can make it out of scrap wood in under 15 minutes. Now, I'm going to give you 6 instead of 5. I'll give you a bonus. Well, I could even give you 7. This one's not a tree. So here, this star. You can build that star in about 15 minutes just with some scrap wood. And you'll see here, it's not that difficult. It's just lining up the angles, and then that's it. Now I do use a brad nailer. It is recommended since there's so many angles. If you just use glue, it may not hold, right? So it's hard to get finishing nails in there with your hammer. You probably do it if you do it on an angle. The brad nailer is just that much easier. So I'll go, number 6 is like, I guess you call honorable mention. Is this one here. I have the one with the little decorative ball on top. Now this one was just scrap from episode 4 that I just made a base with 4x4 base and kind of make it like an octagon. And then I glued and screwed it underneath, left a little space in the middle so I could put a set of lights in between so you can see them along the sides, and then a light up through that little hollow ball. Super easy, super quick. Now, all these videos I'm going to show you. If you paint them, obviously they're going to take more than 15 minutes because it just takes more than 15 minutes for the paint to dry. But for cutting and installing and putting it together, you should be able to do all these in 15 minutes. All right, now top 5. Number 5, my outdoor tree set that I used 2x6s and 2x4. I had scrap from when I replaced my deck over the summer. And actually, you could do 2 of these in 15 minutes. That's how quick and easy these are. It's just a couple angles and some distances, and I used a spacer, and that's it. So we got number 4 is my Spyro one from episode 8. Now the actual, if you did the tree and the star, you're probably looking at half an hour before painting, right, and before the lights obviously. But the actual Spyro part, all the pieces of wood are all cut at the same angle, so because you don't really have to line up the edges, because if you want to do the tree first and then try to line up the edges. Yeah, that takes a little bit of time, but I just wanted it to look similar like a spiral, and it didn't have to be all matchy on the sides, right? And I like the colors that with the red and the green, and then the actual wood behind it. Number 3 is my ornament tree that has the candle in front. Super easily done in under 15 minutes. They're just triangles, and you can cut 1 or 2 holes, as you can see in my video. That one of them I did 1 hole, one of them I did 2 holes. Now, to even make it quicker, if you want your candle holder base, you don't have to recess it. I recessed it a little bit for the candle to sit in. You don't have to. You can just have it sit right on top, and it'll take even less time. And it looks really nice, and it's super simple. Number 2 is another super simple one. It's what I call my shadow box tree. As you can see, it looks really nice with the candle flickering inside. It does have a shadow of the tree, depending on the way you look at it. But it was super simple, easily be done in less than 15 minutes with, your table saw, your miter saw, and your jigsaw. And you can see I didn't have to paint it or anything, so all I did was put a coat of poly on it. So it definitely could be done even with the poly in less than 15 minutes. Obviously, you just wait for it to dry. And last but not least, my number 1 project. It's probably the easiest one too. It's my little Christmas village. Super simple, just an 18-inch piece of 2x8 and 5 little triangles, different sizes, shaped like trees. You could do the cutting in 5 minutes. It's the decorating and the painting that would take you longer, but it's super simple and it looks really nice. You can make your own little village out of it if you want. You can put little people on there, little sleds, ice skating, people, even gingerbread houses if that's what you want, little mini gingerbread houses. It's super simple, and you can decorate it any way you want, and you can easily do that with a couple pieces of scrap wood. So I hope you enjoyed this, 7 instead of top 5 projects for 15 minutes. This is a great last minute gift if that's what you're looking for, as I plan on giving some of these away as gifts like I do every year. So if you have any questions, leave in the comment section below. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell to be notified when I post another video. And happy holidays.